Okay, if you're a parent, chances are you've heard about probiotics. I mean, they're everywhere, right? But there's one question about one specific brand that comes up constantly. So today, we're going to dive right into the source material and get you a straight answer.
All right, let's just cut to the chase. The question on so many parents' minds is this: can my kid actually take Culturelle every single day? Is that okay? Is it safe? And maybe more importantly, does it even work if you do it long term? Well, the source material gives a pretty straightforward answer here. The short answer is yes. Yep. For the Culturelle products that are made specifically for kids, taking them every day isn't just okay, it's actually what's recommended to get the best results. Sounds simple, right? Hold on though. There's a big but. And honestly, this but is super important. That simple yes has some really crucial safety checks that you absolutely have to know about before you even think about starting. This is where we go from just a simple answer to a smart, informed one. Okay, so why? Why take it every day? Well, it all boils down to the science of how these little guys, these tiny organisms, actually work once they're inside our bodies. And it's actually pretty fascinating stuff. So here's the key idea you need to grasp. These probiotics are what we call transient. That's a fancy word that just means they don't set up a permanent home in your child's gut. Think of them more like helpful tourists just passing through. They do their good work, but then they move on. So a single dose is great for that day, but it's not going to stick around. You know, the source gives a perfect way to think about this. It's like watering a plant, right? You wouldn't water it just one time and then expect it to be healthy forever. Of course not. You have to water it regularly to keep it thriving. And that is exactly why you need to take these probiotics daily to get those long-term benefits. Okay, this next part is, without a doubt, the most important section we're going to cover. Seriously, before you even consider starting a daily probiotic, there's a safety checklist you have to go through. It's totally non-negotiable. This is all about keeping your child safe and making a smart choice. And before I even show you the whole list, I have to point out that the source singles out one step, one action, as the single most crucial thing a parent can do. Like, I'm going to say it again, it's non-negotiable. So here it is, the 4-point safety checklist. Number 1, you got to choose the right product for your kid's age. Number 2, and yeah, this is the big one we just talked about, you must talk to your pediatrician first. Number 3, follow the dosage instructions on the package to the letter. And number 4, keep an eye on your child for any side effects when they first start. Let's dig into that first step a little more, choosing the right product. This is super important because Culturelle doesn't just make one thing. They have different formulas for different ages. There's one for babies, from birth to 12 months, then another for kids 1 and up, and even a different one for kids who are 3 and older. Grabbing the right box for your child's age is absolutely key. All right, let's talk about step 4, watching for side effects. Look, it's possible some kids might get a little bit of mild gas or bloating right at the beginning. Their system is just getting used to it. The key word here is temporary. It should go away in a few days. If it doesn't, the advice is super clear. Stop giving it to them and call the doctor. Okay, so we've got the safety rules down. Now let's get into the practical stuff. When would giving a daily probiotic actually be the most helpful for your kid? The source material points to a few specific situations. Basically, there are 3 big ones. First up, during and after your child is on antibiotics, to help build back up all that good bacteria. Second, just for general digestive health, to keep things regular and balanced. And third, to help support their immune system, because believe it or not, a huge chunk of our immune system is actually located in the gut. Okay, let's wrap this up. We've talked about the science, we've gone through that critical safety checklist, and we've looked at the benefits. So, what's the big idea here? What's the one thing you really need to walk away with? The most important takeaway is this. Think of probiotics as a support tool, not some kind of magic pill. Yes, they can definitely help with things like digestive balance and immune support. But, and this is a big but, they don't replace your doctor's advice, and they're no substitute for a healthy diet and an active lifestyle. And that really brings us to the final question, which is for you. You now know the what, the why, and the how. So what's next? Well, your next step isn't a trip to the pharmacy. It's to schedule that all-important conversation with the real expert on your child's health, their pediatrician. Are you ready to have that chat?